That shit might scare them Hebrews, man.
They might back out.
And then they might back out and then we'll over the truth.
Yeah. Peace and black power, man, to the Armor Law Squad, man.
Peace and love, man. How you doing, man? Brother?
How you doing, family?
What up, brother?
I'm good. Everything is good right now.
Yes, sir. That's my man.
Yeah, well,
how the community just coming together in the name of African Black Power. I love it. I love how we doing.
Sure. Yeah, man, we done together, man. Yeah, we're gonna let a couple of Hebrews come through, man. And hey, Chris, so you're not holding the Hebrew position no more. You quit off that, or what? You know we don't got no Hebrews on the squad, yo. You make your mind up right now. Like, hey, what you doing, yo?
No, I already said I don't have a document. That's what I said. Now, Polight, on the other hand, he's the one who made that statement several years back. So what I said was, do you still believe that? That was my question. I never said,
whoa. Hold on.
I never once, you can listen to my archives. You never once heard me say, I was a Hebrew or I believe anything.
You seem ghost. You seem like you got an affinity for him lately, though. I'm just keeping it real, yo. I read your name and your name ain't in the meta-nature.
I haven't seen the conclusion of the debate yet. So I'm still, I'm still looking.
Let me show you the conclusion. Hold on. 951, your line is open. The craziest goddamn Hebrew I know on the goddamn planet. Your line is open, Elvis. What you want to tell us? Go ahead, yo. The line is open. 915. Michael Evans, the line is open.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. My line was muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
Oh, shit. This is going to be
the
prediction for
Michael,
you.
should I cuss you out first or just listen?
Let it rip, baby, because I got some heavy shit for y'all right now.
Let me
I'm
start
glad
off.
that all of y'all are on the line
Hey, Michael.
so you can really cough up to me. Go ahead.
Hey, Michael, let me start off first. Fuck you. Now,
I caught that one. I got a good catcher's glove. I caught that. I'm going to shoot it right back to you, right?
Now go.
You ready?
Go ahead. Yeah, do your thing.
All right. So when we last talked, we talked about the papyrus of Tamanu. You Negroes fell off the edge of the earth with that simple ass stupid question. So I want to ask you, Pastor Polight. Polight, you there, Pastor Polight?
I call him Pastor Polight.
Pastor Polight, are you there? Bishop. He stuck his head in the hole. So Bishop Jonathan, are you there?
Damn.
Huh?
Yo, just tell them to ask this question. That's what we need. I don't know about no Pastor.
No, I want to ask it to you because you're their leader. You're their fearless leader.
No,
I hear you, my brother. But Pastor ain't no leader in the black community.
Okay, so do you know what the papyrus of Tamanu is, brother?
A pastor ain't no leader in no damn black community, King. So you misinformed. But you can ask your question. I'm here.
Okay, so I asked you a question. I said, do you know what the papyrus of Tamanu is?
Hey, Beverly, how you doing, Miss Beverly? Shalom, sis.
In regards to what? What you want to know?
In regards to your corpus, brother. If you,
I'm playing this show right here. This is a show that was 2 years ago. I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And it was me, Brother Polight, Uncle Keck, Jonathan Owens, Ngozi, who else was on the line? I mean, the whole Amara squad and Brother Polight against Michael Edwards, against me. So I bring to them some of these things that, you know, they always run from me about. Like, you seen that video where Shaka jumped up off the camera and ran out the room. So I noticed that, man, you get mad when you can't answer something. So this is where these brothers, around the time where I first met these cats, and you'll hear Brother Polight say, well, where y'all get this guy from? I like him. You know, when I black his eye with scholarship in here. So this is one of the first times me and Polight talked and actually crossed paths on the internet in scholarship. The debate Kemet on Trial was my nation of Hebrew Israelites, the Hebrew war machine, against these chematologists. And so this is like a history lesson for all of y'all in the conscious community that may not have a clue on why all of these people respect me so much. You know, right? So enjoy this, Miss Beverly, and y'all like, share, and subscribe, because this is another classic, man.
Egyptology or anything regarding to that, you should know what this
What
is.
do you want to know, my brother? What do you
want
want
to know?
I answered the question. You may not know I answered the question.
Hold on.
Stop. You may be so confrontational that you don't even realize I answered the question as you asked it. So now what I'm asking you now, what do you want to know?
Listen. You're not talking to an uneducated person. You're not going to double talk. I want you to answer clearly, okay? You understand? I'm educated. I'm not fool. I'm not a... I asked you.
Okay, let me make sure this connection is straight, because it's saying bad connection. All right, so you heard Brother Polight. Who is this guy? Because I'm telling him, come on, brother, don't come with the fast talking and shit. You're not talking to a dummy, okay? You got to bring some intellect, right? So this is where Polight first encounters Mr. Controversial, RBG Hebrew. And the brother says it right off the bat. Man, who is this guy? But wait till you hear him later on, after I flip him and walk down the whole crew. So.
The Papyrus of Tamanu, which has on it Geb, Nut, and the freaky ass daddy, right? It's incest. Hold on, brother. I'm talking about the duality of the papyrus. Hold on.
Little speed.
You want me to pull it out for you? You want me to pull it out for you so I can post it again like I did last time?
This is what I want you to do. I want you to contact one of your Hebrews that's at the debate and arm them with that good information.
No. I'm not one of them Hebrews. I'm Michael. I'm Mikael.
And so Jonathan was trying to get off, you know what I'm saying, telling me to arm my Hebrews at the debate with that information, because he knew that I was one of the private researchers with the War Machine. At that time, me and Brother Nasi was working real close. But no. This here was not for the debate. This was not for nobody else to say. This was my time to come in like a warrior, you hear me? And bring that pain. So watch this, y'all.
You understand?
But you got good information, right?
I want you to stand up. I want you to sit up in your seat, Jonathan, and answer my question, brother. No, I'm not fishing, because I already know the answer, brother. It's insanity. That's why y'all dancing right now. All three of y'all are supposed to be heavyweights. But y'all playing games. I asked you questions about one simple thing that regards to your corpus.
Ask me the question.
You going to answer the question.
I want to know what it is.
Like Polight did.
If I can answer it, I will answer it. If I
can't,
I'm not
I respect you for that.
Okay,
I respect that. Okay. The Papyrus of Tamanu. You want me to spell it for you, brother, so you can Google it?
Yes, spell it.
Man, brother, just ask the damn question, King. Come on, we got it, King.
Papyrus. Why is there depicted on the papyrus a female that is a daughter, but the same wife of the brother that's having sex depicted on it? I understand the duality and the foolishness, brother.
Okay, yeah,
but hold on. Let me give it to you before you answer. So you can do a good job at falling on your own sword. I'm asking you, what is the foolishness about the duality in this, and why y'all not bringing this to the public, brother? Why am I the only one talking about the Papyrus of Tamanu when there's clearly incest on the textual level? You understand?
Wait, you know what, brother? Let me hit him, because I think he was addressing me with that. So let me just hit him. Let me ask. I just have to ask. What is the phrase used for the son? What is the name used for the daughter in that text? So that we can clarify that you bring it for good information.
Okay, let me unwrap it. You hear me unwrapping the book? Give me 1 sec.
What book you got? You read the book? Is that the Bible?
I got your Bible. I told you.
Why you unwrapping the book? Let me expound. The reason why I ask that is because there are certain terms that are classified like son of the king, daughter of the king, that are not necessarily blood relatives of the king. Also, as a papyrus guys should familiarize yourself with, since you're so deep into this, it's called the adoption papyrus, all right? And on the adoption papyrus, let me tell you, what do you know about it then, since you already know about it?
You on the road.
You question me about
to go ahead and fall on your sword, because I'm going to post this.
So you really hold on, Jay. Let him, because now he's sitting on his own sword. Normal.
I said I want you to fall on yours, because I'm about to push this papyrus to Unc's page.
You want the answer. Let me give it to you, brother.
Hold on, Jay. Let's see if he's finished unraveling. Do you got your stuff in front of you?
You was quiet.
You didn't have your shit ready.
Come on, did you hear what I said? Did you hear what Mikael said? You struck out. Let Jonathan fall.
So look,
hold on. Let's hear this guy, because he's in a section, right, that themes adoption, and he's asking about people having incest. So let's let the brother finish what we got to say, Jay, because he really needs this time. He was wrong for us to go on the argument right now.
Hold on, your pastor just asked me to finish it. Let me finish. I'm going to read.
Go ahead, brother. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure you can speak, man.
All right. Papyrus of Tamanu. Listen, showing the arched body of Nut, goddess of the sky, with her brother and husband Geb, the earth god. Now watch this. Struggling to rise up and join her. His emblem. Now wait, listen. He's struggling up to join her. How? Not with his hands or his heart or his mind or his infinite spirit, but with his fucking penis. This on the papyrus, brother. Now let me finish reading the rest of it. Hold on. Put your jaws on. His emblem, the great tackler. It's a damn duck. Okay? It's on the left. On the right of it is the ostrich feather of his father's shoe. Now hold on. Who separates Nut from him? Listen. His shoe is the father. And Nut and Geb are brother, but same married brother. I shouldn't have to go to the duality of this bullshit. I can look at it and tell this is insanity. Because in 2015, we are evolved minds, brother, with degrees. I know 2 languages, and he can't help this bullshit. So go ahead and explain it. Explain it, brother. Explain it.
Polite. Look, let's wrap it here, please. Let me just wrap him up. Go ahead,
let him please. Explain that.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike.
Hold on, Mike. Come on.
I told you
that's not me. That's Jonathan. Can't put his drawers on.
I thought you asked me a question.
No. Hold on. We're going to let Mike finish.
This is called the Kemet Shuffle.
Right?
Really
going to
let Mike I said this is called the Kemet Shuffle, family. And I know it's getting a little loud because this is their strategy. When a real lion is in the room, tohu wa habohu, unformed matter that creates chaos and confusion. This is what they specialize in. So that's what they were trying to do, thinking that I was going to get frazzled by all of the voices, all of the entities on the line, all of their fast talking and BS. No, I'm very educated, very well seasoned, and very trained in the art of debate and expository teaching. So they didn't know who they was messing with that night. And obviously, Polight first, he's the first that went down. Boom, on his sword. Fell on his own sword. And then you'll see me deal with Jonathan. Then you'll see me deal with Ngozi. And then Unc will not take a stab at it because Unc knows me and he knows my brother Nasi. And he knows we have deep studies. So, it's not a cakewalk. But here you go.
You just struck out twice. Now you gonna let me finish? I got your Bible.
Mike, we're gonna let you down. Okay? Calm down, yo. You're getting jumpy. Like you said,
I'm always jumpy. You know me.
Yeah, go ahead and finish. That's why I cussed you out right off the back, because I know we go.
I know. I ain't gonna cuss you out today because I did enough last time.
Hey, Mike, you know what's funny, Mike? I'm wondering why you always see gay shit and homosexual shit. You got
And that was a good question. And let me clarify. Unc said, why do I always see gay shit and homosexual shit? Number one, I only see all of that in the closet of Kemet. Not even pre-dynastic, but dynastic Kemet. There's nothing but freakiness and debauchery and gay shit and freak shit. Okay? And I mean, I found like 1,000 dildo statues during Kemet on trial, fam. That ain't my stuff. That's y'all stuff. So that's why we always find that. Me and Herodotus only document and record what we see. If there's a lot of dicks, a lot of perversion, then you ought to ask the Kemet culture, why so much sexuality?
Sexual, incestuous relationship, brother.
Why do you see all these things?
Is that gay? Uncle K, is that gay when I'm talking about a male and a woman having sex with their brother and husband and wife?
Gay shit.
Did you hear what I said, Uncle K?
You always posted this sexual dysfunction shit. Right out of the culture.
I'm about to post it.
Dude, did you know that you can't say that people shit? You know that.
It'll just be so easy to give them an answer.
Man, Polight fell on his sword out here in front of all these people. Jonathan butchered it.
Mike, go ahead.
Y'all still haven't answered it. Oh, I can go ahead? You gonna let me go ahead?
Yeah.
Can you give me 5 minutes to preach this sermon for you?
We need to know what is your source reference. What's the name of that book that you read that from? We need to know that source reference.
Man, you think I'm gonna tell you? I got your Bible. I
really think he asked me a question. Why ain't nobody let me answer it? Like,
let's get it.
Y'all ain't polite. Yeah, this guy's the best. I know, bro.
About putting out no information for the debate, this stuff is irrefutable. I'll give it to him on an elementary level. The book you read said Newt was who? The sky?
The
Sky Goddess? You say Sky Goddess. Did it say Newt was the sky?
Okay.
Okay, it says Sky Goddess. So that means the sky. Let me just break it down for you.
Come on, son. You can't be like that. You want to answer, just relax real quick.
Now,
you ask me a question, right? You struck out. Hold on. You have a seat.
Deb, her brother's the earth. Can you fathom that? We ain't gonna go too fast for you. The sky and
brother,
the earth.
I can fathom that.
Now we got two kids. It don't got nothing to do with duality, so you just sounded stupid.
What is a duality? If there's a penis and a mother and brother. Jonathan, you going too fast, bro. That's called falling on your sword.
I'm going too fast, and I'm talking extremely slow for you. We got the sky and the earth. Now you said their father was who? Who did you say their father was? Did you say Tefnut? Do you know what that is? Or did you say Shu? Shu is the wind. So now we have the sky and the wind.
Beautiful. Wow.
And the earth.
That's so beautiful, but watch what the papyrus says. After all your beautiful words, the papyrus,
we don't want to answer.
Amen.
We don't want to answer.
That is, but they're clearly talking about that.
Watch this. Anybody can validate insanity. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said, brother?
Everybody can validate insanity.
Did you hear what I said, brother?
Hold on. This is right. Check this out. We want to find this motherfucker stuff. All right, I'll put him on black ice for me. If we're going to take our time, I already gave him my scholarship. Fuck you. So y'all ain't catch that note.
Boy, it sounds like a bar fight, don't it? But see, Unc wants to regroup and let him try it again. Because Polight fell on his sword. Jonathan right after him. And so now you're going to hear Ngozi take a shot. And you're going to hear this little, break that Unc set up for them to regroup and try it again.
I just want to give him that chance, right? And so he been saying this shit from day one. Matter of fact, he's the key component in actually spreading that the ancient Africans had homosexuality and all this shit in their sex. See, that's him. He the one behind all that. He the foreskin machine.
So I'm telling y'all right now that the reason why all of this stuff with Kemet on trial that came about is because of me mostly. He said he's the Hebrew foreskin machine. He meant to say he's the Hebrew war machine, fam.
That's him. All right? That's what he do. So go ahead, Jonathan. I'm going to let you back in, Edward. crazy.
Hey, when Jonathan finished, let Ngozi try to explain that, because that what he read from the Papyrus of Tamanu is completely evolution, and I can explain the breakdown of the atmosphere and the earth, the crust, and all that.
But what I was trying to tell them to visit, and it's irrefutable, and it's the certain things that we could just give them to work. Like, you could go to the Meripatah Stela. I mean, not even the Meripatah Stela, but a reproduction of his inscription by Lepsius. Or just Google search and find out what was the name of the Viceroy of Kemet. Okay? The Viceroy of Nubia was also always called the son of the king. So if the son of the king married the daughter of the king, it ain't incest. You stupid. And you can't get around that. See, so that's not nothing.
Let's define incest one more time for your family, because he's falling on his sword every second. Incest is copulation, sexual coming together. It could be either copulation or a full-form sex act with that which is your relative. I'm telling you that in Kemet that it was a common practice to not bring in new dynasties, but the dynasties themselves would stay pure to the family to the degree that they would not even bring in in-laws and marriages, but they would marry in between themselves. The mother married a son, the sister married a brother, the daddy married a granddaughter. All of that kind of freak shit is what you got in Kemet. And this nigga here rationalizing insanity, pornography, perversion, and incest.
Withhold. All you're going to do is learn while we're teaching. Okay, so when you find these inscriptions that are translated that says in English, the son of the king married the daughter of the king, it's far from the understanding of the translator who translated the stuff for you. And next, you're going to go by his words and then come real pseudo with your interpretation. And now you're on the radio with the Amara Squad feeling like way stupid.
Damn, that's all you got, bro.
You don't even believe that yourself, brother. Jonathan, you don't. Jonathan, that's embarrassing. Because if I was polite, I'd kick your ass off the team right now. You understand what I'm saying? I would kick you off the damn team, brother.
His own team.
Now, I'm telling you, there is a duality to this papyrus and to everything that's in your corpus. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of names, brother, and I want you to dig deep. Or you can pass this one off back to the pastor, okay? What you want to do? You want to answer this or you want to pass it back to
I just thought you know about your paperwork. Look, I just said, why you ain't responding to what I just said? Don't try to move along.
Okay, let me respond to it. Let me respond to it. Let me respond to it.
Did you accept that, yes or no?
Jonathan, yes, I accept that, but I said there is a... Hey, no. I said there is a duality, and I'm not stupid. You can write that shit down without a picture, dude. You understand? No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If what you said was so important to your corpus, why is there a damn papyrus here with this sick shit? Now you explain that. It's back in your court. Back in your court.
You got to say you understood it.
I understood your explanation of rationalization of insanity. That's what I understood.
No,
that's not even the proper.
All right, okay. You just got to say you accepted my explanation of it. Correct.
I accepted Jonathan's explanation.
Where y'all from this guy? I like this guy.
What? Well, yeah, polite. Where y'all find this guy? I like this guy. I told you that was his first time crossing paths. And they still ain't got one up yet. And they're on the third person. Polite first, then Jonathan, then Unc restructured, let him go again. And then Ngozi is going to give the best shot at it. But even him, he falls short. Because the truth is important. You see? I'll show y'all what the truth about all of this is later. Enjoy. And what's up, Pineal Gland? Shalom. Peace to you. Uncle Job Saneb, fam.
Ain't that a submit? If you're debating with someone and you accept their explanation, isn't that a submit?
Nope.
All right, well, I'll put one moment.
Nope.
One moment. 1 second, man. You want to add something that goes real quick so we can get some clear understanding of that, man? I mean, The young brother that just called in earlier was talking about why the fuck do they try to make? I mean, man, go ahead and go. Come on, man.
We can't see the Neterus is first of all. But you can't look at the world the way the ancient Egyptians looked at the world 3,000 or 5,000 years ago and trying to base it off today. First of all, most of the Neterus was androgynous. For example, they like to use the shit when Horus ejaculated in Set's lettuce. And then when he ejaculated in his lettuce, Set got pregnant. Set couldn't have been a full form a male if he got pregnant. It's androgynous principles. Gods are not humans. The Neterus looked at that. The people in Kemet looked at the Neterus as being forces. You know.
Nice try. Like I said, he gave the best try at it. But watch this. If they were so goddamn intelligent in Kemet family, they had the first writing system or the first completed writing system with vocalization. Why is it that you have to draw pictures of pornography when you could write that shit and chisel it till it be alive and written clear to 2018, my dude? You see, that's why I told Jonathan, I understand your rationalization of insanity. But when you're talking to a evolved people, evolved minds, and evolved education, then you can't pull that bullshit. You can't tell me that a pornographic picture of Nut, Geb, and Shu with Geb's penis to the sky for his sister, that's only metaphysical. Of course, it is a creation papyri and speaks to deep aspects of creation, like the coalescing of mass and matter, and even weather and event. But at the end of the day, without your explanation, without the priest explaining that, just as it was back in the day, only explained by the priests and the teachers, what is it left to the normal people? It's porno without your explanation and without your teaching. It's perversion. And these Negroes here act like they can't see that. A man with a penis to the sky for his sister. It's the picture relates, that's called incest. But the priestly teaching may be righteous. That's why I said in the beginning, there is a duality to all of these things. And some of the dummies laughed, but I bet you now they see.
Like, for example, when he talked about the papyrus of Tamanu, if you understand the earth when it formed around 4.6 billion years ago, you'll know about the hot gas and solids that came together. And at one point, it was no atmosphere at all. But it all comes from the same stratum of our one sun. So if you go deep to the core...
I respect you, right? And I don't want me to lose respect for you because you're doing the same thing they're doing. So
I'm not.
Let's scrap that because y'all have struck out 3 times on that. Let's go up in time. Y'all don't want to deal with that again. Let's deal with Thomas Young. Hey, okay, you speaking up, you're going to answer. You speaking up, you're going to answer this one. Thomas Young.
Mm-hmm. You're not listening. I mean, cut and goes, y'all.
See, I was finna push him off the clip, and he cut me. Cut me. Because he was finna go somewhere where they didn't want to deal with the French connection and their contribution to what you guys call chematology. Thomas Young, Mr. Denon. Mm-hmm. These are names that you don't ever get taught in the public about chematology. But these definitely ain't black men. Ugh. What was they doing retelling your story? And is that part of the reason why it's so perverted today? Ugh. We'll pick that one up next time. But I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. This was like a Royal Rumble. So like all these brothers in the ring trying to pin me, but they couldn't. They couldn't. And still 3 years later, I haven't lost one debate, even with Jabari. Jabari, brother, you know I'm your only scar and scab, fam. In that debate, I taught you something special about Ani's Ka, the Ka of Ani in the papyrus of Ani, the Book of the Dead. I encourage y'all to go back and listen to me and Jabari debate. because Jabari didn't understand what I was asserting, but there is a literality that has to do with Kemet that these guys don't teach. Did you not know that there is a tomb, fully formed tomb to Osiris in Kemet? Did you all know that? And did you all know that it was said to have housed an actual person? Who builds elaborate doll houses when ain't nobody in the motherfucking family? Look up Osiris's tomb. Why does Osiris, which is said to be a god, the soul of Re, this is what the Papyrus of Ani says, he is Osiris. Osiris is the soul of Re. Now, if Re, the sun, has a soul that makes him a conscious being, even connected with beings that are like you, Osiris mimics you in every depiction. Now tell me, is it all metaphysical? If we're talking about souls, it can't be. Even the Papyrus of Ani itself talks about how Ani, his Ka, is taken on by that which is Osiris. Boy, y'all don't know what you're talking about with that Kemet stuff. If you're not talking literal and metaphysical, you're not teaching Kemet, and you're metaphysical master of manipulation. No. With that said, I know I wet your whistle, but come back tomorrow because we got something better. Oh yeah. Shalom, family.